I have 23 days to try and convince Javi Guerra here to sign a new contract with us. I already tried. The guy wants 165k per week. That's almost 100 more than he earns right now. We have the money to pay him that much, but if you take into account that some of our best players don't earn that much, like Oscar Gluck here, 72k, Hugo Duro only on 34k per week, if I give in to Javi Guerra's demands, all of these players will want a pay rise. I know. Hello there folks, welcome back to Valencia on FM24. We have two more games to play, home against Rayo Vallecano and away at Alaves, and we'll end the episode with the season review, of course. We sit 4 points behind Barcelona, but with a game in hand. Let's take a look at Barcelona and see what happened to them. They actually dropped 4 points, home against Real Madrid and away at Villarreal, and they'll end the season away at Rayo Vallecano. So if we win our first game home against Rayo Vallecano, we're going to play the last game away at Alaves with the trophy on the table. We only played a couple of matches between episodes, so I decided to show you guys the goals. We destroyed Villarreal home 6-0. Gluck scored a lovely goal just after 2 minutes. Then Gluck had a lovely assist for Hugo Duro, who made it 2-0. It was 2-0 at halftime, and we decided with 20 minutes remaining from the game to score 4 more goals. Actually, we scored all of them in the space of 9 minutes. Hugo Duro got his brace here to make it 3-0. Naipan scored a lovely goal here to make it 4. The young midfielder who's unhappy here at the club, he wants to leave, made it 5 with a lovely shot from the edge of the area. And Oscar Gluck, the man of the match, scored 1 more. 6-0 against Villarreal. We scored 5 more goals away at Getafe with Oscar, the young Swedish striker, having a rating of 10. He actually came in as a sub to replace the injured Osman in the first half. He made it 2-0 here after a great run and a good shot. The guy scored 4 goals in this game. I used him as a striker and I moved Hugo Duro on the left to play that inside forward role, and he played amazingly. Getafe got one back here, but it didn't really matter because Oscar was amazing in this game. Unfortunately, the young striker might leave for only 13.5 million, as I promised him I would let him go for that amount of money. 4-1, and the last goal scored by Oscar Gluck. Against Rayo Vallecano, Oscar is gonna get another chance at first team football because Hugo Duro is injured. Maybe he's gonna have another great game. George in goal, Dorgu, Oscar, Diakabi, Randall Correa, Laipani, Guerra, Gluck, Pedrola, Fran Perez, and Oscar. 5 minutes in, we have our first highlight with Rayo Vallecano. Oh my word, Georgie with a good save. Well, we have the possession, but we're not creating much. Patrick Dorgu here to Estanis. Oh, I thought that was going in. What a huge opportunity. Lovely shot there. Only 4 shots, 1 on target. We have possession and all, but it's a poor game so far. If somehow we finish on equal points with Barcelona, we're going to win the league because of head-to-head matches. We won against them twice this season in the league. 1-0 away from home and 2-0 at Mestalla. I thought that was going to be a penalty. He's Oscar Gluck, maybe a chance for us for a counter-attack. He's Randall Correa. Come on, dude. Mistake there from their midfielders. Oscar, come on, kid. That's it. His 10th goal of the season, or maybe not. Let's see what VAR has to say about it. He seemed onside to me, but no, I guess I'm wrong. Disallowed goal. I'm not going to watch the replay. I don't care. They're probably right. Fran Perez takes a corner. Oh, come on. That's it. Randall Correa, his 4th goal of the season with just seconds before halftime. Here's Patrick Dorgu to Oscar. Laipani, Javi Guerra, loses the ball. We get it back though. Great job, Javi Guerra. Come on, boys. Come on, we're better than this. We can make it 2. Let's go. Randall Correa. He's having a good game. Scored once. Maybe he can get an assist too. A header from Oscar over the bar. After this highlight, I'm going to make some substitutions. 2-0. Laipani scored from a good free kick taken by Dorgu. Great job, boys. Yeah, let's make some substitutions. As I can see that Oscar is nervous. I'm going to sub off Pedrola as well. Come on, Osman, get in there. and Mark Guyu for Oscar, the young striker that might leave to go out on loan this summer. Here's an opportunity now for Rayo Vallecano to get back into the game. 73 minutes on the clock. Giorgio was there. They do get the second ball though. Oh, mistake there, and a chance for a counter attack with Fran Perez to Osman. He has space, he has acceleration, he should use it. Javiguera to Fran Perez. What a good player Fran Perez has been. Good cross there, and Osman, only his first goal of the season. That because we lost him for like a month. He was with Ghana playing at the African Cup of Nations, and after that he got injured for around 3 months. I only made one sub. We have some tired legs, but they can handle the last few minutes. We just made it 4-0. Fran Perez with another assist, and Laipani with his second goal of the game. Great job. Fran Perez, a hat-trick of assists today. It was expected to be an easy game, an easy 4-win victory. Fran Perez with a rating of 9.1. Here we go then, folks. It all comes down to the last game of the season. We're gonna go with the same 11. Even though Hugo Duro came back from his injury, he's not ready to play a full game. So if things don't go our way, I might bring him in the second half. I'm afraid that shocking defeat home to Las Palmas might come back to haunt us. If we would have gotten at least 1 point in that game, the title would have been in our hands, and a win here at Alaves would have crowned us champions. Now we also need Rayo Vallecano to have a good game and at least get a point against Barcelona. Oh my word, we just went through the entire first half with no highlights at all, and unfortunately Barcelona are 2-0 up away at Rayo Vallecano, so the miracle did not happen. I'm not happy. Let's at least win the game. Okay, now Barcelona are 3-0 up and Rayo Vallecano had a man send off. So what's done is done. No highlights at all in this game. For crying out loud, I'm gonna bring in Hugo Duro. I'm gonna bring in Emre Mor. Where are you, Emre Mor? There you are. For Fran Perez. Let's give him his last appearance for the club. Oriol Busquets as well for Luca Laipani. Osman for Pedrola. And you know what? Carvajal for Randall Correa. Finally, we get a highlight, we get a corner. Hugo Duro is gonna take it. Let's go, boys. Come on. It was for Oriol Busquets there. The Akabi, safe hands from their goalkeeper. I don't know why we saw this highlight. But anyway, Barcelona are gonna be crowned champions twice in a row. Good for them. At least we actually were in a title fight this season for the first time. Sengoscar finally scores with 5 or 6 more minutes remaining from the game. Javiguera is really tired, but I don't have any more subs. It's the last game of the season. He can still play a few minutes. I know in our first season we finished second, but we were never challenging for the title. But this year we could have won it. We definitely could have won it. And Patrick Dorgu now is gonna get sent off. It's not just the Las Palmas game. We also lost away at Granada, who were bottom of the league. That was another shocking result. Jesus Christ, Giorgio, what the hell, man. Busquets, you can play there. 17 shots, 8 on target, 1-0 victory. We finished 1 point behind the champions, Barcelona. Sengoscar, the best performer on the pitch. Let's go through the season review now. Signing of the season, of course, was Oscar Gluck. 11 goals, 9 assists, great average rating. A lot of money for him, but it was worth every penny. He got an A+. Laipani was great as well. Estanis Pedrola, come on. 14 goals, 10 assists. Great. Season results. They are pleased we finished second. They wanted us to qualify for the Champions League. Even though the board is pleased we reached the round of 16, I'm a little bit disappointed considering the fact that we topped the league phase. I thought we were going to have a great season in the Champions League. We didn't. We played the cup final again, but this time we didn't lift the trophy and we got knocked out of the Super Cup by Atletico de Madrid. Biggest win, 6-0 against Villarreal. Match to remember, 4-1 away at Napoli. We were great in that game. And the goal of the season scored by Duro. A lovely goal. Yes, I remember it against Arsenal. Let's see it again though. It was after he took a corner and he just placed it. Top bins. What a great goal. Goal of the season indeed. We increased our annual revenue a little bit in sponsorships, broadcast revenue, corporate and hospitality. Our competition prize money was a little bit low than last season. We got knocked out of the Champions League in the round of 16, and I think that counted too. Total merchandise sales of around 11 million, not bad. 341,000 shirts sale, with Oscar, Javiera, Hugo Duro, Estanis, and Naipan selling particularly well. How we lined up? Our best 11, everyone got a rating over 7 except for Patrick Dorgu, but he was decent throughout the season. Georgi, Georgiu, Diacabi, Sengoscar, Wendel Correa, Laipani, and Nat, Gilamon, okay, Guerra, Gluck, Fran Perez, Hugo Duro, and Estanis Pedrola. That seems about right. I've won the Manager of the Month in September and the Manager of the Year, some club awards for our players. Fran Perez won a few, like Fans Player of the Season, Young Player of the Season, and the player with the most assists. That's twice in a row. Last season he had 18, this season 17, and he got the highest average rating with 7.2. Hugo Duro won the goal of the season and the top goal scorer with 30 goals. He also got the top goal scorer in La Liga, I believe, with 26 goals, and the most player of the match awards with 7. We have Oscar Gluck as signing of the season, and Cristian Mosquera got the most passes completed per 90 minutes with 70. Record breakers, Hugo Duro with the most player of the match awards, highest transfer fee paid for Oscar Gluck, 55 million, and highest transfer fee received, 100 million for Jose Gaya, who I have on my short list. He has 2 more years on his contract. If he's going to be available as a free player, I might look to bring him back home in 2 years. Now let's take a look at some competition awards. Yes, the top goal scorer in La Liga, Hugo Duro, I believe 26 goals. We don't see that here. We'll take a look at that in a moment. The Spanish First Division top goal scorer. Then we have the Spanish First Division top Spanish goal scorer. Okay, so the fact that he's Spanish, he gets another trophy. That's interesting. The European Golden Boy was won by Naipan, and he also got the Spanish League Young Player of the Year. Unfortunately, the guy is unhappy here. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed we didn't win anything this season. We were close on winning the league and the cup. Maybe next year. Let's take a look at some stats. Most appearances, Oscar, Hugo Duro, Pedrola, Georgi, Javiguera, and so on. I'm interested more in Gatswill, who recently turned 18, 8 starting appearances, 10 as a sub, an average rating of 6.83. Osman, 8 starting appearances, 12 as a sub, 1 goal, 5 assists. That's not bad considering, like I said, he was injured for around 3 months. Carlos Neva played a few times. Danny Carvajal, 8 starting appearances. He got an assist. Let's take a look at our goal scorers. Yeah, Hugo Duro again with 30 goals. Pedrola 14, Gluck 11, 9 for Oscar. Naipan, Laipani, and Fran Perez with 8 goals. Good for Laipani getting 8 goals this season. We have Sengoscar with 7 goals, Guerra and Wendel Correa with 4, and so on. Assist-wise, Fran Perez with 17, Javiera 11, 10 assists for Naipan and Pedrola, 9 for Oscar Gluck and Hugo Duro. Emre Mor got 7. He had a decent season, Emre Mor, but he's one of the players I'm planning to sell this summer. Hugo Guillamon, Patrick Dorgu got 6 assists and so on. Average rating, Oscar Gluck tops it. Then we have Fran Perez, Hugo Duro, Sengoscar, Laipani, Pedrola, and so on. On the other hand, we have Danny Carvajal with 6.72. Having the worst average rating in a season, 6.72, means we actually had a good season. So here's the final league table. We finished second, 1 point behind Barcelona. So we qualified to the Champions League alongside Real Madrid and Atletico de Madrid. Villarreal once again in the Europa League alongside Athletic Club Bilbao. And we have Sevilla in the Conference League next season. Rayo Vallecano, Cadiz and Granada got relegated. Hugo Duro was top goal scorer in La Liga with 26 goals. Fran Perez came third in average rating with 7.4, close to Bellingham and Ansu Fati, but he was the top provider with 16 assists. Let's see the second league. There's still a playoff going on. We have Osasuna in the playoff to get promoted. We have Gasiorovski on loan to them. So Malaga and Tenerife got promoted, and we have a bunch of teams relegated, including Deportivo. We have two players out there on loan to them, Højlund and a young goalkeeper who I believe I'm gonna let go at the end of the season. Yeah, but Emil Højlund didn't really contribute too much, 44 appearances. Yeah, he got 9 goals and 9 assists. That's not bad. A good average rating in his last 5 games and an okay overall average rating. Unfortunately, he couldn't help Deportivo stay up. The Conference League was won by Fiorentina 3-1 against Newcastle. A big surprise as Lille won the Europa League 2-0 against Juventus in the final, and Arsenal won the Champions League. That's something else. We actually destroyed Arsenal in the league phase 5-1. It was 3-1 in the final against Chelsea. Our second squad, Valencia Mestalla, finished 13th in the league, 18 points clear of relegation. They were never in a relegation battle. Let's actually take a look at some stats here. Squad appearances. Well, this striker Domi, who's 22, is not good enough for our squad. It's probably a good striker for the third division because the guy scored 19 goals and assisted 6 with a good average rating. Mark Kust is another one that I believe is going to leave on a free this summer. Frankie Ruham, who is wanted by Aston Villa and West Ham, 19 now. He developed a little bit, had a decent season as well, 43 appearances, 15 assists for him. That's great. Goal scorers, like I said, that guy Domi. Pabuena got 6, 4 goals for Ricardo Albiol, a 17-year-old midfielder. Frankie Runham, 4 goals, and Mark Guyuk only got 3, okay. Assist-wise, Ruham with 15, Domi got 6, Ricardo Albiol 5, 4 assists for Pabuena, and the average rating is topped by the 22-year-old striker and this midfielder who recently signed a new contract with us. He has a decent transfer value. I believe he can help our second team to at least stay in the third division. We had a bunch of players out on loan this season, including Jarek Gaciorowski to Osasuna. I thought he was going to get a rating over 7 because Osasuna was fighting for promotion. They still are. I mean, they're in a playoff. 43 appearances for him, 5 assists. They used him sometimes on the left. He's still a decent player. He improved a little bit. Don't be fooled by the stars here. He actually improved a little bit since the last season. I might loan him out for one more season to Osasuna. I'm not sure yet. Emil Højlund to Deportivo, 44 appearances, 9 goals, 9 assists. Marco Jurado, Cartagena, 18 appearances. Hugo Gonzalez is one of the players that I'm planning to sell this summer, 23 now. Martin Theon as well. He should leave. He was out on loan in the third division. Jesus Rodriguez to Espanyol, 44 appearances, 5 assists and 7 goals. Decent. 21 now. I'll probably look to loan him for one more season and then sell him for a profit. We also had Diego Kelly out on loan to Real Betis. 41 appearances. He was their first choice goalkeeper. Again, don't be fooled by the stars. He's a decent backup to have around. And as it stands right now, he's out with Brazil to the World Cup. Yeah, he's probably just going to be backup, but good for him. Diogo Kelly, I might keep him around. I'm not sure yet because we do have a wonder kid of a goalkeeper coming in this summer. But that's a story for next episode because despite not having any transfer budget, I'm planning to sell some players, so we'll definitely have a transfer special episode. Right, if you guys enjoyed this episode and the save so far, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Help me out with the YouTube algorithm. I'll see you guys for the next one.